News 46 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
Welcome back to News 46. Now here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, uncertainty about trade is playing out at U.S. factories. The ISM factory number for September fell to 59.8 in September from 61.3 in August. Manufacturers say they were coping with supply disruptions based on trade disputes with China, Europe, Mexico, and Canada. A big day for Tesla. The electric car company will reveal to investors today its third quarter numbers for delivering its new Model 3 cars to customers. There are some early indications that Tesla produced a record number of cars. The inklings drove shares higher, along with word the CEO, Elon Musk, is agreeing to pay $20 million and will step down as chairman in a deal with the SEC after he tweeted about taking the company private, which pushed up the stock. Musk will remain CEO of Tesla. The CEO of GE is out. The board of directors removed John Flannery from the top spot after a little more than a year on the job.
Thanks, Angela. An offset head-on collision occurred early this morning, which prompted medics, police, and Mercy Air to the scene of that crash.
Just after 4 o'clock this morning, we were dispatched for a report of a serious motor vehicle accident on Highway 95 in the area of mile marker 24. Crews arrived to find a semi-truck versus a sedan. Significant damage to both vehicles. While there was no entrapment, when the injuries sustained in the sedan warranted flight to trauma, Mercy Air was brought to the scene. Front fire managed the LZ with the assistance of Amargosa and Beatty, and the patient was subsequently flown to trauma. It's actually in the area between Crystal and Amargosa.
And then what type of accident, do you know?
I would describe it as an offset head-on collision.
Significant damage?
Significant damage to both vehicles.
And two vehicles collided this morning on the west side of Pahrump.
So we were dispatched for a report of a two-vehicle accident. This was a T-bone type collision that involved a commercial truck and a minivan. And significant damage again to both vehicles, but no entrapment. And while there was some minor injuries, both opted not to be transported to the local hospital.
And then, of course, Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked that intersection while the investigation was being conducted.
Yes, and the motor units were conducting an investigation as we left the scene.
And in road construction, there's a scheduled blasting this Friday, October 5th, along Highway 160 east of Mount Potosi in southwest Clark County from 12:45 p.m. until 1:45 p.m. The Nevada Department of Transportation says that the cleanup from this event will last longer than recent blasts, since work is occurring on the other side of the road with a steeper, taller rock zone. More rock is expected to be removed along the highway as a result. Blasting will occur approximately every 2 to 3 days and maybe longer during this week, with work occurring at the same time of day. Activities are subject to change due to weather and other unanticipated circumstances. And stay tuned to News 46. We'll tell you about a gubernatorial candidate who was right here in Nye County.